Hello, you're listening to Who Agrees with me, Paul Black.
And me, Kendra McPherson. And before we get started today, one final shout out of the year to our pals at Iola. I'm feeling very new year, new energy. Might even start 2026 with a fresh pair of specs.
Yes, I'm feeling very new year, new specs.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I'm still recovering from my various cheeses and all that, but
As
I'll
am
get
I.
to the specs.
As am I. All Christmas I was seeing cheese through these specs. That's all I'll say. And whether you are sitting on your ass on the couch for the bells or whether you're heading on out, I think you should be doing both with a lovely pair of frames on.
And if Santa didn't bring you exactly what you wanted this year, because it can happen, remember you've still got one last chance to use our discount link to get 10% off any of these wonderful specs.
Thank you, Iola. Before we officially start today, I want to say something to you
What?
and to the world, and it's this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Timothy. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't know what was happening
What
there.
the actual fuck is that?
That is the best thing. Listen, I want to say right up the top, Susan Boyle, I've said it before in podcasts, you know, Susan Boyle is so deeply special to me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this, my highlight of 2025, meeting Susan Boyle.
Oh, I forgot that you met her
I met
this
Susan
year.
Boyle this year. But
Timothy.
happy 30th.
That's the way it's the Bathgate accent is so funny in this context.
It's incredible. And also, I shared that to my story and I actually thought, I hope nobody thinks I'm like, ha, look at Susan Boyle. I'm like,
no.
Look at everybody. Look at Susan
It's
Boyle.
an amazing
I love her.
crossover. It's amazing. It's so
Suzanne Boyle.
unexpected.
Suzanne Boyle. What did they call her? One of the
dreamed big.
greatest dreamers. And the
Suzanne
something,
Boyle.
the something of YouTube.
Like,
What-
I can't remember the exact word,
it's so
but
funny.
I just didn't expect it. This is what, do you know what that's
She
what's
got
so,
Marty Supreme jacket.
What's
That
so-
proves it can be shipped to Scotland, ship it to this studio.
like, that's what's so great about pop culture is just like the unexpected twists and turns.
Absolutely.
When could you have ever, in your wildest Mandy Mouth dreams,
No.
ever have said that was going to happen this year?
That
Right
is-
at the end of the year as well. Love it.
That was incredible. And I like that Timothy said, no, I don't like. He said, I'm Unc now
Yeah.
because he's 30.
I saw that. He's 30 pounds away from being 7 stone. He's the skinniest man on
And
earth.
can I say this? I don't know. I'm going to be vulnerable.
Be vulnerable.
And I love my pop. I know all the pop culture, but what exactly is happening in the House of Commons? What is SD Kid? Because I thought it
don't
was
know.
him, but it's
I
not
don't
him.
know.
Is he SD Kid?
But I don't even know who that is. And then I was like, I felt
Why is
so
there a random
left
Scouse rapper?
outside alone
Yeah.
when everybody was sharing it as if this was some sort of like momentous moment that we were all waiting for. And I was like, I didn't even know who he is. I'm out of touch.
But I did obviously see all this stuff running up to it. People being like, "Is SD Kid Timothy Chalamet?" He just started appearing. He was doing performances and whatever. And I seen that the Aidan Zamiri, whatever the director, was posting, and he tagged him, and he tagged Timothy Chalamet in SD Kid video. So I was like, okay, well, it's definitely him. Not that we didn't know that. But then when it came out, there's two people. Who is SD Kid? Who's the other guy?
Did you know about the existence of this person
Yeah.
before? I didn't. I'll be
Because
totally
it's
honest,
been,
I had
you
no
know, I've seen it
idea.
in the last month. It's Paul Party's marketing plan for Marty Supreme.
I must admit, right, coming from someone who has been very pro Timothy Chalamet for many years, I have kind of fallen away from him a bit because I think
It was the boots he was wearing and all that in red carpet.
I
No, it was when
obviously
he wore
still-
the backless number.
when he looked like Countess Luann.
He looked like
Slash
Victoria.
Narnia.
Yes,
No,
Mr.
yes,
Tumnus.
he looked like
Mr. Tumnus and
Centaur.
Victoria de Lesseps. Do you know what I mean?
He did look like Victoria de Lesseps.
He did. And it scared me. And that's when I went, oh. And then he wore the like Kylie Minogue can't get you out of my head type outfit as well. I was like, let's stop this now. And I know he didn't say he was one of the greatest immortals of all time. That was Liam Payne talking about Will Smith.
My house. God rest his soul.
But his greatest immortals of all time. But that's the vibe I was getting off him this press tour. But then obviously when I seen Marty Supreme the other day, I was like, oh, it's all just a bit to be like the character.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I thought, but how much? And is it like,
well, it's
how much we
all-
blend in reality?
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes
Is he a wank?
that is obviously annoying when someone is, hamming something up to such a degree that you can't even tell what's real or not. But at the same time, that's exactly it. It's all part of the performance element of it, which his character was also doing. So it's like,
It's all marketing.
What I really enjoyed about Marty Supreme was that because I have not fallen away from Timothy Chalamet, like I still think he's an incredible actor, I'm just not as like invested in him personally as what I used to be post Cunty Backless number. But what I loved about Marty Supreme was I actually forgot that it was Timothy Chalamet because he was playing it so well. I genuinely was like, this is a person. Like I couldn't even... Like I could separate them in such a way that it made me forget about when he kind of annoys me.
It made me think, I had the opposite of it, made me think this is what he's like in real life.
Oh, really?
Because what he said about his acting, he said, I've been turning in great performances, which is true.
He has, to be
which
fair.
is true, but the whole thing about his speech he did at the Screen Actors Guild or the Critics' Choice or something, when he won for the one award that he won, not the one award, I don't know.
He was really good in that as well.
For the Bob Dylan film, he didn't win the Oscar, but he won his speeches, said something like, I read like that speech we called an episode of the podcast was, it's about what you do with what you have, whatever. It was all about craft and like being the best, and
he
I was
does
like,
work very hard.
But it
though.
lends itself to the film being about an athlete, because I'm like, I'll just obviously never subscribe to that mentality of like, I want to be the best that there ever was type like.
He made me believe in the ping pong table that's at my new office. There is a very active ping pong table in my new office, and I look at it sometimes and think, what if I went over there? And now I probably will go over there. But ping pong to Marty Mauser is what air hockey is to me.
Yeah, well, where's the female air hockey film?
It reminded me of how I feel. I know. See, when they were pinging it back and forth, like, fuck, I was like, that's how I feel when I'm on the puck.
But I just thought tennis is better than table tennis.
Ping pong is more satisfying to watch.
He doesn't like when you call it ping pong.
Sorry, table tennis.
He likes when you call it
table tennis.
But I just love 1950s New York vibe.
Yeah, it's so satisfying, isn't it?
So
Everyone's
good.
just running around all the time.
Yeah, and shoemakers
going
and
caboozle
all that.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Holy caboose.
Yeah. But I loved as well. I loved that. I loved the soundtrack with it was so obviously like off kilter with the time period, and it worked so well.
Do you know
I
what is
loved
mental?
it.
No matter how many times it's been used in pop culture, how many films it's been in, why does Forever Young always hit?
So, are you gonna drop the bomb or not? It's so good. It's so good.
Every time, and it worked in this.
I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it as well. I thought, I was saying to you earlier that it made me think about how much I actually loved Uncut Gems, and I don't want to pit Powerful Women against each other, made by the same filmmaker, and have a similar vibe. I preferred Uncut Gems, but maybe that was just the Adam Sandler, seeing him in a role like that. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, he's amazing in that.
But well done, Timothy. Happy 30th.
Yeah.
Loved Marty. But last thing I want to say about Marty Supreme is that it's kind of ruined. You know my alias that I want to use one day, Rocco Successful. I feel like Marty Supreme is too close to Rocco Successful.
It kind of is close to that.
Whereas Stoic Anne, which I know you don't want to take on board.
But because I'm not. But then maybe that's good because I'm not. I'm not that stoic.
I'm not Rocco Successful.
Stoic Anne.
Stoic Anne is really good. I like it, and I want you to like it too. But
no, I do like it. You know what I do? I think I need to ease into it. I need to embody it. I need to embody
and Rocco
it.
Successful, the couple of a generation.
That's for 2026.
Yeah.
That's what we're stepping into 100%.
Marty Supreme. And wait, actually, another thing. I thought that more of the film, no spoilers are written, but I don't know if it's just because the marketing, I didn't read into it much. I thought more of the film would involve him becoming a very successful table tennis player and getting jackets.
Oh yeah, you thought the jackets were going to be in the film.
And also I thought the orange ping pong balls were going to come to a bit more.
I loved the scene with the orange ping pong balls when they came out the window.
Yeah.
No spoilers. That was lovely.
And
very
it
visually
actually
beautiful.
made me laugh so much.
It was really funny.
It was really, really funny. And also the Odessa,
She's
who
so
came out of nowhere to
gorgeous.
be in everything, is so good.
She's so gorgeous.
And she's been through it. And Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, she's so beautiful also and very good. She was stoic, Anne.
She was stoic.
Apart from when she ran into some trouble, no spoilers, she was freaking out a little bit then.
Yeah.
She was getting her box 8 in Central Park.
Whoa. You actually take us to a crass lower grade more
My
than
mum
me.
and dad have started watching as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Just over Christmas?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll continue?
Yeah, no, they've been enjoying.
They'd say that.
They were dropping actual
Aye.
direct lines that they knew, so they have been
No, I
sitting
meant they
to
would
watch.
say the crass line you just said.
Oh, right,
themselves.
maybe, actually. Oh my God, so speaking of crass, I actually did something really bizarre and I want to ask you if you knew this reference. So, you know how sometimes again, I'm not going to be overly crass here, but sometimes I get sexual references wrong and use them in the wrong context.
Yeah.
Would you know what someone was saying if they said your lunchbox?
I could take a guess that it's related
so
to
apparently
box.
it's a film reference from some sort of film.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not sure. Anyway, my dad was walking past me with like a lunchbox type thing when I was home for Christmas, and I went, "Nice lunchbox, Dad." And then like he didn't say anything back, and then my mum went, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was like, the lunchbox that he's got, or like the whatever it is, it was like a plastic box or whatever. And she was like, "Kendra, do you know what that means? That means like your dick."
I've never heard that.
Thank you. It must be an older
It
reference.
can't be lunchbox and box.
Both of
Sorry.
them at the same time had that moment, and then I was like, "Oh, I've incorrectly used a sexual innuendo towards my own father over the Christmas period."
It happens.
Yep, exactly. I'm living proof.
And that's the problem. I seen a TikTok and I wondered how you feel about it. It said when you you massively miss time, the length of time for a home visit during Christmas. And then the comments were all debating what the perfect time is to go home for Christmas.
Well, we were talking about that when I came in.
I don't go home for Christmas because I've never had home. No, because I just live in Glasgow and all my family
Yeah,
do.
so you don't make a
I go down the
pilgrimage.
road for 10 minutes. And again,
Yeah.
this is why I was accused of, sorry to Chris Ria,
Chris Ria.
who died, because I said when he died, everyone's talking about driving home for Christmas, and as I said on last year's Who Agrees Christmas special, said who the fuck's favourite Christmas song is Driving Home for Christmas, because it's shite. And then someone
I quite like
no,
it.
but someone in our group chat said to us, "Well, Paul, you've never driven home for Christmas, so you don't get it."
Yeah, fair.
And I was like, I can get what it means.
There is something very, for me, that kind of not like makes Christmas, but it's very seminal to the ritual of Christmas is me going back to Dunfermline and making that pilgrimage and having those traditions. I would say for me, my mum actually asked me yesterday when she was driving me back, like, "Oh, do you think that's been like long enough for you?" I could probably I love being back at home because I actually don't go back to Dunfermline that much, so it is quite a novelty. I could probably go 5 days because I enjoy the radical rest of it. I like just lying about and doing fuck all. For me, family time isn't demanding at Christmas because we're a very small family.
Yeah.
I don't have to go and see and do loads of things or whatever, but being in your family home is quite a specific environment and you are readjusting while you're there. So 4 or 5 days, I think, is the sweet spot.
And how many pubs during that visit?
So I only went home on Christmas
Because that's
Eve.
another element of hometown.
So I always go out on Boxing Day in Dunfermline. So I only actually went out boozing at the pub on Boxing Day, and I went to 2 pubs then. But I was boozing consistently for 4 days. Yesterday was the first time that I didn't have an alcoholic drink, and it was quite shocking to me.
Christmas.
The other night I had an East Coast chippy followed by a Baileys, and to me that is a perfect pairing menu.
A pairing menu for gastroenteritis.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me tell you something. That
Gastro.
poor Slim was getting punished over the festive season.
Come on.
John Crapper checked in.
I've seen.
Everybody does it, guys. Don't lie. Pepto Abysmal.
I got that yesterday for the
Did
first
you?
time. I've not taken it yet.
It looks fun.
I've had a tough time with all these things I've been guzzling down over Christmas.
Really?
But I was going to say to you, someone in the comments of that TikTok I was just referencing said their ideal formula is go home for 4 days, but on the first day arrive at night, and on the last day leave in the morning.
That's what I did.
Really?
I literally got in. My mum came and got me on Christmas Eve in the evening time because I was working right up till the end of the day, and then I left first thing on the 29th, the 28th. So yes, so that is the formula.
It's the
I
formula.
cracked
Perfect.
it. Yeah.
But before all this Christmas, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. We did have a very special event called Who Agrees Christmas Night Out.
Woo! So we did.
And it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming.
Crowds were epic.
Crowds were epic. But what I want to say is I heard a lot of agreeser on agreeser violence happening in this crowd.
A greaser is so good.
Agreeser on agreeser violence. Guys, what was everyone doing to each other? All I heard after, listen, I know we're a chatty bunch, right? And we were all having a laugh and a hoot and all that. And yeah, I did tell the crowd to keep it down a few times. And look, we're all friends, so we wanted to chat.
Yeah.
But I didn't know till afterwards, till I heard from many different people, that everyone was telling everyone to shut up in the crowd.
Do you know what the problem is? As such is life, big personalities.
Yeah.
There probably is
They
a lot of
flock
big
together.
personalities, exactly, birds of a feather. There probably is a lot of big personalities in that crowd that feel some type of way towards who they're with or towards what we're doing on stage, and they want to be vocal.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that our listeners are vocal people.
Yeah, vocal.
It would be weird if they weren't.
Do you know what? This just reminds me. I need to take a slight little tangent. I sent you a TikTok the other day, but I know you haven't been on yet to look at them. But
I think I have
it was
been.
about 4 days ago. But anyway, it said when your sister is media trained.
I have.
Have
I
you
watched
seen
that.
it?
I watched
and
that.
I said you are media trained because
I'm not though. That's the thing.
no. I mean, obviously not officially. How would have that happened? But like, to any of us. But no, it was basically this TikTok with someone asking their sister if you want to go on holiday. She said, "Do you want to go on holiday, mate?" She obviously knew her sister was going to say no, and she went. She said something like, "I just think you should have the best experience that you want to have by going by yourself." Like, she words it in a way, and I always say you're very good at reworking things to a positive spin or even a practical spin.
Thing is though, right?
So there, you just did it.
I don't want to be like. I don't want that to come across like I'm being false and not saying what I truly feel.
No, but you're making it sound better than it is.
Yeah, I just want it to sound balanced and like the truth, but not necessarily like I don't want to do that. So what I'm trying to actually do more of, what I'm going to work on more, is not necessarily saying things that appear more palatable and maybe just saying no.
Yeah.
But I never want to be rude.
Call an arse an arse.
Yeah.
As
Do you
the
know what I
saying
mean?
goes.
What's that thing? If my gran had wheels, should be a bike.
That is not a saying. Is that a saying, or did he just say? I thought he just said it, but anyway, he's cancelled.
No, I mean, I am very like that. I know I am. But I do that from a place of, it makes me inside feel good to pause, take a moment and think how I can put this across in a way that feels calm for me to deliver it and good for the person to receive it. Do you know what I mean?
So on the stage at Who Agrees Christmas Night Out, we had some very lovely guests. Some listeners joined us on stage for my special quiz.
They were good.
So
They were
shout
very
out
good.
to Kate, Daisy, and of course our ring girl Olivia for helping us during the show. I want to say, Daisy told me that her and her pals came all the way down for Inverness, got a hotel and everything for the Who Agrees.
Were they
Christmas
from
Night Out.
Inverness?
Yeah.
Well, she was showing me beautiful pictures of her wedding while we were sharing a Prosecco
Married?
afterwards. Yeah, I said the same and she said child
Kept
bride.
that quiet when she was talking to
Yeah.
me.
She tell you she had a hotel and all that.
And then she bought me a bottle of Prosecco, very kind.
She was very kind.
Yeah.
She was very kind.
The
and she
kind-
was very up for it. The kind Daisy.
Yes. And the winner of the quiz. And also, listen, I admire anyone that comes on that stage.
Same, absolutely. Because I wouldn't volunteer to go on a stage and do anything like that.
No.
Like I genuinely.
Except when you were the person on stage.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, in someone else's show,
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't do it. So when people do it, like, I'm always so relieved when we have people that want
Yeah.
to partake because they really make it. Like, there ain't no show with no listeners. So if they don't come on and do it, you're always a bit like, what if just nay can't? Like, what if nobody got up?
Well, I know we always worry about that, but we know
but
that
it's
there's so
always
enough of our
fine.
friends there that you can probably hear.
By God, we're our
Also
friends there.
obsessed with someone saying, so obviously we reference our bestest friend Bethany all
Mm-hmm.
the time. The fact that someone said to one of her friends, "Oh my God, I was sitting behind Bethany." The Who Agrees celebrity.
That's so funny.
That's so funny. But also, Kate, I want to apologise to you because obviously when we were doing the quiz, Kendra and Daisy were quite far behind, I'll say.
Yeah, we were the underdogs, definitely.
Well, I don't know if I would phrase it like that because the reason that you won is because in the end, I obviously am so bad at maths that I was like, right, this one, your next question will be worth 5 points. And then I said your next question could be worth 10 because I thought you were so far behind.
Not
but there wasn't
win it?
even... Of course not, Kendra. There was you got 10 points for one question. There wasn't even 10 points in the full round.
I checked out a wee bit, not in a bad way, but I was just like, let the chips fall where they may. Do you know what I mean? It's not about me.
So I'm sorry to Kate and Lorenzo because you did definitely
did
win.
win.
Oh, of course. Lorenzo's being humble right now. Lorenzo, this now sounds like I'm being evil to Team Kendra and Daisy to confirm, even though you don't have a mic, that you of course won.
Yeah. I don't even know that.
Course. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you put... No spoilers?
Yeah, oh yeah, because people can watch it.
Oh, you can watch it.
Yeah,
Okay,
which is a very nice addition.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun. And also, look, Olivia, the points girl, I know we came to blows at points because you loved having your feet on the stage. And
one of our friends has done that at the Fringe.
Oh my God, I've done it.
And she had her bare feet on the stage.
Listen, Olivia, it was all a little bit of fun, a wee joke.
Some tongue in cheek.
And I did really like how you did the points like a ring girl.
Yeah.
That was really
She
good.
was the
Bit of
Hooglies
fun
ring
for
girl.
everyone. Kept of good vibes going.
Yeah.
And also I did tell the crowd, as I mentioned, to shut up. But I felt like a teacher that couldn't control the classroom.
Yeah, you were being quite militant.
Because somebody had to be. Because at the end of the day...
I just let them do their thing and see how they get on.
But yeah, okay.
Just see what they're going to do. But
that's going to... I don't want to sound evil now.
Everybody in the first couple of... I think it's all because I am genuinely without glasses on.
Deaf.
Yeah. I am genuinely, right? Like my sight is deteriorating like without my glasses. So I didn't have glasses on during and I could not see past the first like 3 rows, right? So
I could never
that
do
doesn't stop me hearing it, but I think like everyone looked so well behaved in the first couple of rows that I wasn't really like logged into the rest. Do you get what I mean?
I felt
no one was distracting me apart from the feet on the stage, which I just thought was a bit funny.
I felt very comforted by seeing familiar faces in the first few rows.
Everyone was captive.
Some big Who Agreesers.
Captive audience.
Who've won before.
And it was not having our close friends right at the front, I do think is better.
They're not allowed.
Because I get a wee...
No, I think they would have been better behaved if they were.
Do you think?
I think our friends, because they were up the back, they thought, hey,
and because it's
back of the bus, they can't
sing. I always do back
no
of the bus.
No one ever takes me up.
I always do in the huff.
Sorry?
Back of the bus is in the huff. That's what I would do. What do you do? Can he sing?
It's the front of the bus. They can't sing.
It's you can't shove your granny off a bus.
No, that's so different. Listen, we didn't go many holidays as children, so we were always on buses with people were singing things like that. So it was tough for us.
Well, I do feel like I didn't mind having our pals all at the front of the Fringe because it is nice and supportive to see them there.
Yeah.
But I do find it a bit, and you don't want to just solely deliver what you're doing to your friends. Do you know what I mean? And I can be a bit guilty of that because they come up in conversation so much when we do things because they're just relevant to what we're talking about.
Or they just respond directly as if it was just
absolutely.
you two in a room.
But they were very enthusiastic. Everybody was on such good form. That actually made me feel very festive because I wasn't feeling not joyous or anything, but I wasn't feeling like that Christmassy vibe, whereas that felt like a proper Christmas night out. Then we all went out after it and it was such good fun.
And shout out to the stand. Love the stand. Always
lovely,
beautiful. All the staff, very kind legends. But I didn't know because I'm still adjusting to the new stand in terms of like I've done a gig there 3-4 times maybe now, but I didn't know whether like bar at the side was going to be open after. So, by the way, if you're going to a comedy show, I think most of the time you can get a booze after in the bar outside. And
it's also a lovely, like, feels very traditional, authentic space, which is nice.
It feels like ye old tavern bar.
Yes,
our favourite kind.
Me tavern.
Yeah, we love that.
It was good and the Prosecco was flowing. Yeah. I actually was okay hungover wise, like not the end of the world. But then I was working the next day entirely,
Yeah.
and then we had a meeting, and I still had my hair doing from the night before, and I just thought I'm just going to roll with it.
I had to go to. I was also working in Paisley that day.
What time did you get?
So,
Were you up early
well,
doors?
I mean, like, just I feel like I can't say work because I wasn't going to a workplace, but I was.
No,
going
you're
to do
doing work.
I was going to do work, but I had to be up early as well. So I only had 1 or 2 drinks, but I had 2 drinks. My famous, I don't drink. I had 2 drinks, but I was drunk.
Oh, really?
Couldn't believe it. But I was working the next day, and what made it all worth it, it was tough to get through that day because I was tired and whatnot. But at the end, because I was in Paisley, what happens when I walk to the train station in Paisley? I pass Milano Boutique.
Of course
Paisley.
you do. Of
And
course you
that,
do.
and do you know
Good
what?
morning.
Good morning, Saturday morning at Milano Boutique Paisley. If you
Why
don't
did you
know,
never go in? Go
because
in.
I'm scared.
Go in.
But it's a women's clothes shop. They'll be like, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, you know
A wee
women.
bit for my mum.
Yeah, go in, Paul.
I know I will next.
And then pop your head in and go, good morning, Saturday morning.
Good morning, I'm Michelle. Good morning, I'm Diane. Good morning.
That's kind of us in a
If
way.
you don't know about
doing
Milano
the intro to
Boutique,
this program. Wait, age am I?
if you don't know Milano Boutique Paisley, please look them up on
Get
TikTok.
to know.
I'm fucking obsessed with these 2 women that own this shop. But anyway, I've passed it before. I've only once before, and because my friend who
Once
I work
before, only once before.
who I work with in Paisley, we were walking to the train station once, and she went, "Is that not that place you always post on TikTok?" And I turned around and I was like,
That's crazy seeing it live.
but it was shut. But this time it was open, and I was kind of across the way, and I got a glimpse of Michelle.
Did
She
you?
was sitting down.
Paul, you need to go in.
I know. I will go in next
Defo
time.
do. You're wasting that
Yeah,
opportunity
I will.
there.
I definitely will. I'll go in next time and see what's what in Milano Boutique.
Anything
Paisley.
great is across from fear or whatever.
But we
it is they
did.
say.
We went to my favourite spot, the Doublet.
The doubles.
After, because you know what I love about the Doublet when we all go is the upstairs section
The
first of all,
lounge.
and it has a jukebox which is so worth finding someone with £1 to give you to get 5 songs. And once we had a Christmas night out years ago where we were all so fucked that and Boys by is it Bad Boys or Boys by Jesse Nelson had just came out. And we thought it was no. Do you know what had just happened? Jingle Bell Ball. That had just happened, and I'm not joking. We put it on no less than 12 times.
It was on a loop constantly.
in this pub that the patrons, not
Wanted us
Patreons,
dead.
the patrons were slightly older than us, let's say, and they had to listen to Bad Boys by Jesse Nelson at least 12
But
times,
they
and us
didn't-
all doing the action.
They didn't even really get to listen to the actual song because all it was us hearing like the first opening chimes of it and then just shouting over it and on loop.
And I know that's a lot of people's nightmare to be around, but to me, it's my heaven and my paradise. And
Yeah,
and my
it's your safe
safety.
space.
And my little, what's that woman say when she's
little-
talking about?
My little tiny frame. And
No,
my, all
no,
right.
no.
What are you-
You're thinking of Norbert.
What are you thinking of?
No, when she goes, I was his confidant.
Yeah.
His,
Who
his
is that
little,
again?
his silly little rabbit. Yeah, that's so good because Lorenzo doesn't have a mic today that he fills in things that it looks like I worked it out myself. His silly little rabbit. Who is that? Oh, she was Donna Sterling's mistress.
Very good fact checker, Lorenzo. It's a pity you
Yeah.
don't have a mic right now.
Silly little rabbit.
I loved our
was-
night out. It was so
Yeah.
joyous. Our time in the pub after was lovely. Everybody was so nice.
Speaking of nights out and me not taking a drink, do you know what I did for the first time in my life? Not first time. First time I've ever been this drunk. Went out on Christmas Eve.
So you did, and everyone kept accusing you of losing control of your life.
See, this is the problem. You don't drink and then you don't take a drink and then one time you want to act even slightly like the rest of your friends and they just love to do a bit where like Paul's lost his mind. I put
Yeah.
up 2 Instagram stories and I didn't realise till the next day in the group chat like you guys, Paul's lost it. He must be so drunk he's put up 2 Instagram stories. And I know it's a bit, right, but I was like, I get for fuck off.
I know,
That's how I
but
feel.
this is the problem. If you align yourself and identify yourself with any particular mode
Yeah,
of
it's
thinking
true.
that's even slightly stricter than anything else, that's it.
It's so good to
It's-
say someone's lost it.
I know, and you are quite fond of that, so
I
you were
do
getting
love
it
it.
back. I actually wasn't piling on at all. I didn't actually catch up with
I
what was
went
going
out
on.
Christmas Eve and I it was a few of my friends went to go out. It turned out it was just me and one friend. We went to about 25 pubs.
Oh, that's fun though. I love
it was
that.
fun. It was fun, but I regretted it.
Did you?
Oh, big time.
Were you really hungover?
Not because I'm the type of person that's like, I just love to wake up early and open my presents. Like, I fucking don't have a family home where that happens. Like, I don't. That sounds like I'm going back to pretending to I have a sad life. No, I just mean I like
Battered
live
wife
with my
mode.
partner, and then we both go our separate ways on Christmas, and then like I go to one of my family members for dinner. I don't like go anywhere to open presents. Anyway, but I was like not enjoying the feeling of being rough on Christmas Day, and I struggled through my dinner, and it was not good.
See, that's actually one thing that's never been. I think I might have maybe done it once or twice when I was really young, but that's never really been a thing in Dunfermline. We always go out on Boxing Day, and then I always allot the day
best
after
time to
just do fuck all.
That makes the most sense. Even more sense going out on Christmas Day.
Because you're being relaxed and all that. But I honestly couldn't, like, I was at the cliff. Do they say the rock face or the cliff face when you're constantly doing something that's really important or whatever? I was chained to the hob on Christmas Day. All I did
I didn't
was
know you were doing the cooking. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
why did you keep that from me?
Well, I wasn't even trying to be sultry or anything or secretive, but my mum had bought, like, I'm not even like the most insane amount of food for 4 people. It was crazy. But she's, put her whole pussy into doing everything festive and doing everything and getting everything prepped. I was like, do you know what? Me and my sister are at an age now, don't know where my dad is. Me and my sister are at an age now where we can really help out practically. So and I like cooking. Like, I genuinely enjoy that. So I was all over that shit. And you know what I did, which I'll speak about later when we talk about our ins and outs for Christmas, but mine's are actually my intentions and releases.
Ins and outs for Christmas.
Ins and outs for New Year, sorry. I made for the first time roast potatoes. I've never done that before from just basic potato, because I'm always a bit scared that it won't be as good, because they always need to look very crispy and perfect and all that. And I made them, and then I got really addicted to making them, and I made another batch the next day on Boxing Day. So I was really, really, really cooking on down, yeah.
I would make Christmas dinner if it was like one of the games where like that's like kind of low grade animation, like where a wee person comes up to your stall and then a wee speech bubble appears.
Like Coffee Shop.
There's so many
Did
versions.
You used
there.
to play that in business?
I don't know if I did, yeah. And then but there was like hot dog stand and all that.
Yeah,
and a wee thought bubble would come up and it's like, right, they want a slice of pizza and a coffee, and I'd be like, on my wee grill.
Oh, I love those types of games.
If I could make food like that, I would do it. Because all you do is press a button and then wait a few seconds, it's made.
I was quite upset this year because I was upset, but I also felt quite free, and I imagine our friend felt the same. One of our friends, Lauren, always does Rate My Plate, where she has people submit their Christmas dinners and then everyone ranks them, and it does become quite divisive and people do get quite amped up, and I include myself in that in years gone by. But I was actually a wee bit disappointed because I was the most happy I've been with my plate this year, and I was just a bit like, I feel like it would have done so well, and I didn't have anywhere to put it.
You never know, it might not have.
I know, true, that's true.
Not because it wasn't, just because. And look,
it was. I know it was.
She's a friend and a listener of the pod, so I'm just going to stay silent on this because I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
Me and her came to blows about it.
I didn't, but
in the group chat.
I know, yeah, that's what I mean. It's a crazy thing that brings out different emotions in
because
people.
no one told me Rate My Plate wasn't happening, and I submitted mine. And she just said, don't know why you're sending me that. And I was like, what do you mean? That's what everyone does every year, and you submit it privately. So I assume because if you put it in the group chat, you know whose is who.
Yeah, you have to submit it privately.
So I submitted it privately to her, and obviously me thinking everyone else has been doing that throughout the day.
Well, Paul, to be fair.
It was humiliating.
No, it came as a shock when she didn't do it. I thought she was going to minge tease all day about
she was.
it.
She was being a minge teasing bastard.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said the phrase first.
And then she didn't do it.
Listen, I've already said to her, like, do you know what? No, it's not worth it. Love my friendship and want to keep it.
Absolutely. But I love my Christmas dinner.
I don't know why you're sending me that. Because it's fucking Christmas. It's fucking Christmas. And it was actually good and tasty. Sorry, right? Look.
We all had very nice Christmas dinners. I was happy. I feel very pleased and at ease and grateful this Christmas, and I know that it's a hard time for a lot of people genuinely.
Yeah.
So when I do get to feel like that, I actually kept saying aloud to my family, even when they were doing my fucking head in, I actually kept being like, do you know what? I'm very grateful to be in this moment because things can change and you don't always have these things, so let's just be present. I was really, because I think I've not fallen away from being present, but it's not as high a priority as it used to be.
Yeah.
Not even deliberately, I just feel like I'm busy and whatnot. And I was like, no, this is my time to just brain out, focus on the present moment. And I think
Why
I did
did that perceive brain out as in like something out like
balls out?
no, like I perceived that there as like what's the word like for something out like
Brains out this year. Like done. No, we don't want it.
no, I had like brain sorry.
Oh, like brain out.
Yeah, let's just like brain out.
Yeah. No, I was taking my brain out.
Yeah,
Trying
good.
to anyway.
Good. Well, that actually seems like a good thing to take into the next year.
Yeah. Speaking of, everybody I have seen has been doing their ins and outs for New Year. And I am very nosy. I do like seeing what people have to say in this realm. But sometimes I think they can be slightly frivolous.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, I want to try and take that frivolousness and that funness elements, but make them a bit more intentional. So I thought instead of ins and outs,
Yeah.
I'm doing intentions and releases.
Yeah.
So what am I intending to do? Or what am I, what I'm moving into intentionally, of course, and what am I releasing? Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, I do.
And then I want you to tell me how you feel about them. And I also want you to give me some feedback if you think anything's absent.
Okay.
Okay, so far I have, this list is not exhaustive. I think it could be added to or amended. So as I said, feedback, would love. So 2026 intentions and releases by Kendra McPherson. First up, being discreet, keeping cards close to my chest, my massive chest. Number 2, writing a book. Number 3, making roasties and gravy from scratch, both of which I've already done so far, so we'll just keep those good vibes going. Next up, picking herbs from outside. I did this on Christmas Day and it made me feel really, really grounded and close to nature. Next up, the concept of. I felt that one really strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that one, yeah? Next up, pondering pregnancy. Next up, becoming a celebrant. We've discussed this before. It needs to happen. And finally, me skydiving.
I really want the skydiving to happen. I want to do it with you.
Yeah, I really, really want us to do it together and we can just take the plunge.
Where is it? Is there a Scottish skydiving company?
Yeah, they've already messaged.
No, that's the bungee jump.
Oh, sorry. I meant bungee jumping.
You don't want to skydive?
No, I want a bungee jump.
Oh, no. Boring. Skydive.
No. What skydive the one where my mouth's going to be like this?
That's why you jump out of a plane.
No, I can't do that, Paul. That's too much.
We'll change your bloody list then.
Well, that's feedback from you.
Yeah.
Right, okay, we'll go over these again, but that's
Bungee
good
jumping.
immediate feedback. Okay, next up, I'm going to be releasing being hungover in your family home. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Beyond fuck that. That is not a place to honk where I feel safe to do so. My mum literally was chasing me from room to room for just trying to close my eyes for 2 minutes. And I don't want to be in that. I want to be safe to be hungover and honk. Next up, it's kind of similar. Blacking out and gradually starting the process of onset dementia. I want to release that a lot. I don't want to have onset dementia. I know a lot of people do, but I don't want to have it. And then we move on to my peanut allergy. Let's just forget about it.
Yeah.
Let's just get those KPs in.
Microdose.
Yep, and let's just forget about it. I'm over it. I don't want to be able to be killed by a snack. No. Klarna, except I'm not releasing that. I will never not use it. I will always use Klarna, but theoretically, let's try and work on not using it so much.
Yeah.
Let's release it. This is really personal to me and I'm going to be very vulnerable. I would like to release my fear of tampons.
Oh.
This is something I've carried with me my entire life. I cannot use tampons. I don't know why I'm so scared of them. And I think that in not being able to use a tampon or being fearful of a tampon is actually not going to help me if I want to be a mother, because I'm so scared of things damaging my FUD. So let's move on. Let's use tampons in 2026. And finally, we're releasing food items going viral.
What food items?
Like hot honey.
Oh, yeah.
Anything. Do you know what I mean? The viral fucking...
Yeah, there's no
a viral fucking,
Yeah.
coffee. I don't know. I love
There's
for things
none
to
of
go
that.
popular. I like businesses to do it. I just don't want to see viral, which I actually think is a really ugly word, in front of what sounds like a lovely...
Nice.
No,
I'm kidding.
virus. That's
kidding.
what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
in
I
front
hate
of
it.
like a lovely sounding delicacy.
Yeah.
I want things to just stay what they are and be
Yeah.
popular. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think you've really thought it through, and they seem like they're achievable, I think.
Do you think?
I believe in them all. Maybe there was one I didn't.
Me putting a tampon in?
The blackout.
Oh yeah, I don't believe in
joke.
that.
No, I do. I hope for that. But what you need to do is when you need to agree that you will have dinner before boozing.
I do now, Paul. It doesn't matter.
Not at Christmas night out. Who agrees?
What did
Remember
I
we got
think?
there and I went, fuck, I'm starving. Do we have time to get food? And we actually were like, we don't have
Oh,
time
I was
for food.
nervous.
And you just moved on.
I had
Yeah, it was- yeah,
but
I
I
get you.
had a lovely bowl of lentils, tuna, feta, and balsamic glaze, which is quite protein heavy for late
Yeah.
lunch. But I know you're right. I know.
Because it's like, I think you sometimes when Eton's approaching, you get scared and you're like, no, I won't eat.
Yeah, that's exactly
But
it.
I think
yeah.
you should flip it.
I know I
I'm
should get
scared I
so
won't
scared that
drink.
I eat. Yeah, I know you're right. I eat all the time non-stop. I'm quite the troubliste, but when I've got something to do,
Troubliste.
food's just not on the agenda.
Yeah.
You're right. I black out like a mother.
Yeah.
Like I just forget.
I know, and it's scary.
Yeah.
Who else is scared?
Blacking out, I think we could definitely, we could reduce because I actually, funnily enough, like remembering things.
Yeah.
So not being able to remember full things is quite jarring
Guys,
sometimes.
what is going on?
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
as much as it provides entertainment for the rest, you're not a performing monkey.
No.
You have been, and I think you've given us enough in terms
Yeah.
of that.
Oh, I'm not blacking out to impress anyone.
No, I know you're not, but
I'm-
it does impress
It
us.
just it just tips over the edge sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to
What
do
about this? The Blackout Crew.
put a donk on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, that is good. That's exactly how I feel when I'm doing that. So I'm happy with mine. I think they're obviously my more broad brush intentions and releases. I'll have my private ones in my journal, which also play to
present your
being
privacy.
discreet.
So this is interesting, right? Because I sometimes see TikToks that are like, don't tell people what your plans are. Don't tell, if you've got these things, don't tell people this. Keep it to yourself until you've done it, all these things. And I think normally the vibe of people saying that is because other people's bad energy is
The evil eye.
like going to ruin it for you, or people will try and sabotage it for
Mm-hmm.
you. But I always feel like I get that thought, but I feel like it errs on the side of being a bit paranoid. And I don't know, it's just because I have a thing of like, I never like to be secretive about things to the point where some people are probably like, yeah, just actually don't tell me that. But like, I feel like I have something, I said it before, like I feel like if I keep a secret, it feels like I'm doing something bad, even though you're not.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think being secretive and being discreet are different. When I saw the palm reader, the tarot reader, the other week there, she said, you can work through things in your own mind and consult yourself before you need to tell everybody your every plan or every thought. So I don't mean it in a terms of like I'm going to squirrel away and like do things and be secretive and not share.
But I feel like
think
that's
it's
how
more-
it feels when people do that sometimes.
I think it's more not having to share every potential plan or feeling you have with everybody, because then naturally you invite everybody's input, and some people like I work very
I say all
hard.
the time, some people jump on that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I work very hard to have people around me that I actually feel like I can't even really think of one person that I would share regularly with that would see it as an opportunity to give me, some sort of like negative feedback or whatever. But I think more for me, it's like weighing things up before I say them, so that when I do say them, I'm really affirmed in saying it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Rather than being like, oh, I had this thought and a blah, 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 and then someone gives me one thing and I'm like, oh, fuck, because I haven't thought it through
don't
enough
need to work it
to know
out
if I
out
really
loud.
want it or
Yeah.
not. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
work
believe in
every
being,
thought I have out loud as it's happening, and that's not good for anyone.
secretive. I've never really been secretive, but I've definitely been more on the side of blurting every single thought or feeling I've had out, and then not feeling the conviction behind it to be able to be like, oh, actually, no, I don't agree with that if someone comes back to me with something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just being a bit more discerning. I love practicing discernment. I'm still working on that one.
Yeah.
I think I actually said that last year, so maybe I've not been more discerning.
Things can carry over.
That's true. You're totally right. Let's carry that shit over.
Well,
what are yours?
For me, there is one thing that's out, and that's it. Because I think if I focus on this one thing, I'll eliminate it. In the year of 2026, I want you to look yourself in the mirror. If you are a person, if you are a business owner, and you go into your place of work, and in your place of work is a neon sign that says, "This must be the place." It's got to go.
It's in a lot of people's homes as well.
If it's in your home, it's got to go.
You've been sitting on this one for a while, to be fair.
And I've been discreet about it because I don't want to upset anybody.
Yeah, you don't want the evil eye to come over to you.
But now I've seen so many "this must be the place" neon signs that I feel confident to address it now because no one can think it's about them directly. Every business, look, you know how I feel. If you're a business that has a neon sign and some fake foliage on it, like that says like tasty or delicious, I'll even take that over.
Juicy.
This must be the place. What did David Byrne? Is David Byrne getting paid for this?
I do wonder.
No, he's not.
I do wonder. But I actually think that it's become the slightly more like upmarket version of Live, Laugh, Love now. It actually has its grown arms and legs.
If you're slagging someone that says "Live, Laugh, Love," but you've got "This must be the place," then actually I admire them more because they know who they are. They're committed.
How long do you think until B&M have a "This must be the place" range? It's coming down the tracks quickly, surely.
Well, let me save you all from that then. If you are someone that has one, get rid of it now because it's coming. You're right. It's coming to B&M.
Yeah.
And then you'll feel embarrassed. I love B&M. No, it's like B&M. But you, the type of person that has a "This must be the place" sign, will be embarrassed.
We should have people submit theirs.
Yes, submit your "This must be the place" sign.
There will be listeners that
but then,
have
see
one.
With things like this, like I feel like I need to say I'm having a laugh because I don't ever want someone to... You know, like when you have something that takes to someone make a comment where you go, oh, maybe I should stop having that. Like I've not often felt this way, but I know I've probably made people feel this way where I make a comment in like a jokey way and then they're like, oh, okay, I will take that down. And then I'm like, oh no, I feel bad. Don't actually take it down.
Yeah, you don't want to be bullying them.
It's funny to... But it's fine to have a cultural observation about things that are a bit oversaturated.
Yes, it definitely is oversaturated.
But if you love your "This must be the place" sign, keep it up.
I think what makes it funnier though is that obviously, like the actual lyric or whatever, does everybody? I just wonder if everybody knows. Like, does the place with the neon sign that's like a random cafe in Partick know that that's what it is, or is it just because it's become so ubiquitous and
this must be the place.
Home decor?
But then
vibe.
also, I'm like, I think it's more iconic to not know.
Yeah,
because it's like when
right.
people wear like a band t-shirt and people are like, you don't even know their songs. And like, shut up, who cares?
Do you know what? This is actually quite I would like, maybe I don't want to invite feedback on this in case there is any upset, but I would like to know more about this.
It's just amazing how it's happened.
Yeah.
Like, because why is that the lyric?
But Live, Laugh, Love, this is the slightly indie version of Live, Laugh, Love, and I think there's something to explore in that. So that's your out for 2026.
And maybe this isn't the place.
How about that?
Maybe this has been enough.
It depends what your idea of the place is, I would say.
Yeah.
And next week we're going to have Div Byrne on to discuss what he meant by that and whether it does apply to people of Glasgow or not.
What could be a new one? We'll think about that.
Yeah, if we were ever to bring it a homeware range, we could think about that.
A neon sign.
Yeah.
I'm very anti-neon signs.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're united on that.
We are not neon sign dwellers.
No.
Like, that's just a personal taste thing. I just don't like them.
What about this bar? A neon light.
I kind of like that. I get it's kind of iconic when people have that.
Dive bar.
Yeah.
Bud Light. And other beers.
So that's your main out. That's what you're really focusing on.
Yeah, because I need to commit to something. That's my kind of out of that things I want to get rid of.
Do you know what though? That is you're standing on business in the words of Justin Bieber this year, because you are committing to that. It could be divisive, but you've said it with your chest, and I think that's to be applauded.
I will say what I think 2026 is about, though, positively. Like,
Yes.
like not my ends. What did you call it?
Your intentions.
Well, I would say for 2026, look, I think Kylie Jenner was real as fuck when she said, whatever year she was talking about, when she said, it's the year of realising things. Just realising.
That was all. You know what? That
was
is
so right.
so relevant every year. And you know what? It's hard to be relevant every year.
Yeah.
And that is always, that small snippet of insight is always relevant and also very malleable. That you can apply that to so many things because
Just
you're always realising things.
Just realising things. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to keep realising things. 'Cause
Realising
that's all.
things.
Do you know what it's all about for me? Experience and realisation.
Yeah, that's so true.
All I ever want to do is experience.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do in 2026.
Ludovico and Audi be like,
Yeah, my Instagram story be like every 2 days with that filter that I use.
That is it. She's right. We're realising things next year. Who knows what it'll bring? This year
that
actually
was real as fuck.
feels like quite long, but not in like a dragging on way. It just feels like it's been very full. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of experience.
Yeah.
I can't really think of my highlights yet. What I like to do on the day before New Year's Eve is like sit with my journal, and I feel actually so lucky because I really thought that this year's journal, I really thought that I was going to run out of paper before the year was out, which just wouldn't. That's not clocking to you. That just wouldn't work for me. But luckily, I haven't. So I like to sit and I like to just list out things I've been grateful for and look back through all my journal entries and like pinpoint certain moments and be like, oh, I really wanted that at that point and I have that now. Or like, oh, I thought that was going to work out, that didn't, and really reflect.
Yeah. Do a recap.
Yeah, like
Kendra's
a nice
2025 wrap.
A nice
journal wrap.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy boots. No, my journal's actually not that crazy. It's quite somber in there in a good way.
I just want to keep writing stuff regardless of what it is, just the act of writing things.
Well,
just needs
I've
to keep
said
happening.
this before, like when I pass away, hopefully a good gift that I can give to my next of kin or my children would just be stacks and stacks and stacks of my journals.
Yeah, but you're writing box, pussy, box and all that. You can't give that away.
I don't say things like that in my journal. I'm quite earnest in there.
And do you write, we spoke about this before, didn't it? Do you write in the hope that someone will read it one day?
Not really. There probably
Does it come into your mind?
There probably was times years ago where maybe yes, but now mine's is actually quite like, it's quite formulaic. I write more lists than I do like long entries, but I used to write long entries. And I would obviously be aware when I was writing it that I'd be like, oh, this doesn't sound that like prosaic, or like this isn't sounding as like, you know, it sounded a bit basic or whatever. But now mine's is more lists. I get more joys out of lists.
Yeah. But I think my highlight of the year was, oh, no, wait, can I ask you some advice?
Of course.
What do you think in 2026, should I be bookending, like should I be leaving behind my car being smashed to smithereens by a leading bus company? Or do you think keep it going?
I think you have already left it behind in that you...
I haven't.
Physically, the car is not with us anymore.
Yeah, sorry.
So you've already made inroads, pardon the pun, to remove yourself from that. The physical machinery no longer controls you.
Yeah.
Right? So it's gone. You're moving yourself from A to B now.
Yeah.
You don't rely on that hunk of junk.
Yeah.
But you are still identified with the concept of your car being smashed to smithereens. It's whether you want that being a burden around you or you want to emancipate yourself from it and move on to another complaint. What do we think?
I just like saying it a lot.
It sounds amazing when you say
I'm
it. It rolls
asking
off
you
the tongue.
more like, do I lose the bet?
I like the car being smashed to smithereens. I love the
leading bus company.
Yes, I love the word smithereens.
Yeah.
Perhaps something else is going to get smashed to smithereens. I think you keep smashed to smithereens. We lose the car because we lose the leading bus company because they're irrelevant, right?
And legal battle won.
And legal battle, it's over.
Yeah.
So let's not keep dredging it up. Let's find something else to smash to smithereens.
I think maybe 2 more times.
What else can be smashed to smithereens?
No, I'll do a full. I'll do a full new thing. You're right. Your first thing you said. I'll do a full new thing.
And this time, in the words of Grinch, and this time I'll keep it off. This time, it doesn't need to be at your own personal loss.
Yeah.
Because you got that bit, but it was through actually a
Personal
lot of inconvenience and actual practical disruption. Let's not do that again.
Well,
not that it was your fault.
I wrote a review for a film and then I took it away.
Why?
Because I wrote a review because I watched that film. If I had legs, I'd kick
Oh,
you.
I still need to see that. I saw you rated it 5 stars, so I was like, I need to get on that.
Amazing, right? And it's just because it's the definition of can I catch a break. Like everything
Nothing
that
worse.
happens in that film, just non-stop, the most stressful thing. Nobody wants to help her. She's always on the phone. She's always doing something. Nobody is helping her, and all she needs is help. And I wrote, this film is kind of like me when my car was smashed to smithereens, and then I deleted it.
Why?
Because I thought it's not true. And it's not true. Like, and also, like, it would be funny if you knew both.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't think
there's a single person that's seen that film and knows that I say that. I'll be honest.
Do you not think?
It's not out yet, so no. I don't.
Is it
I
not?
don't know. I just seen it on a screener link from a film
I feel like
festival.
I've seen the trailer for that so long ago. I just assumed that I'd actually missed it.
It's
Well,
in
that's good
February.
and reassuring. I like that then.
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky's in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Paul, I'm the fact that you don't have a car anymore, I know people aren't going to understand why I'm saying this, but I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Because and another thing I should actually put into my intentions for next year is continuing to or re-picking up a Buddhist way of life. Because what you did there was release something, and a lot of people can't do that.
Do you know what? I'm glad you said that because I just remembered what my big intention for 2026 is, right? And it was taught to me by a wise prophet named Mark Black. That I'm going to stop saying I know. So, like, see when, like, say I was giving you advice, all right, or vice versa. Say you were giving me advice and you were going, you need to just focus on this, and instead of going, I know, because I do know, but I don't fucking know enough. So I'm not saying I know anymore. Because the thing is, we do it, and because people like us, we like have engaged with so much therapy speak or like even just self-help or spirituality, we've engaged with it so much, but then fell away from it, and like it comes and goes, whatever. So when I listen to, like, someone goes, you need to listen to this book, or you read this book, it'll change your life. Very much listen to this book in my case. It'll change your life. I listen to it and I'm going, yeah, heard it. This is, every book is based off the Power of Now. Heard it. I know. But I'm actually robbing myself from learning it more deeply. Or remembering
Revising it.
Truly, because I do know, but I clearly don't know enough to be applying it as much as I want to. So
I know.
No more I know.
I know as a phrase though is actually very. It can sound so different depending on where you're at with what you're talking about, because actually saying I know full stop 2 words is actually very powerful. If someone was to say something to you and you were like, I know, like I know that. Not in a nasty way, but just saying I know, like, yeah, I'm aware of that, absolutely. But the more that you're totally right, the more that I'm thinking about how I say it, I almost say it in a way of a bit of defeat. Like if someone's telling me something, I'm like, I know. But I'm like, it doesn't sound empowered at all. So I think it's actually about when you use it, you're only using it in a way that you're empowered because you do know you have that knowledge and you're affirming that.
But I would say even then, still question it.
Yeah, curiosity always. We're always going into whatever we're doing with curiosity, no accusation. You want to be informed and empowered. That's it, bottom line.
Yeah.
Even if you're going to the co-op.
Did I ever tell you I went to school with someone called Curiosity?
Shut up.
She killed my cat.
Oh, that was an unexpected boom boom that I did
I
not see
that
coming. That
sometimes,
was good, Paul.
No, because I just remember writing something once and I never used it. It was like a scene in something where someone said Curiosity. I actually did kill my cat.
Curiosity is actually a beautiful name. Don't make me add it to my list. Don't make me add it to my list because I will next to Ursula Stovey's Hansel and Gretel. Curiosity coming up next.
That sounds like a nice segue on the radio.
So what the hell are we doing? The content just keeps coming right now. What time are we?
And let's bookend with Kylie Jenner realising things, and also her being so culturally relevant that she's Mrs. Supreme.
I know.
Sorry, he's Mr. Jenner. You've been listening to Who Agrees with me, Paul Black.
And me, Kendra McPherson. And one final shout out to Iola. This is the final one of 2025. And whether you are sitting in the house watching the bells or you're going for a night out, you'll obviously feel so much more glamorous if you get a pair of specs on.
Well, I'll be watching the bells in my bells.
Boom, boom.
From Iola.
Love that for you. And if Santa didn't quite hit the mark, which is bang out, obviously, but other things can be done, get yourself a little pair of Iola specs to see you into the new year.
And you can browse all the different styles. And this is your very last chance to use our very special link that gets you 10% off. Remember, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, full visual episodes on YouTube. And you can subscribe to our Patreon for lovely extra stuff, such as the Who Agrees Christmas Night Out. You can watch it in full.
How exciting. Get it on.
Yes. See you later.
Bye.
Leave us a review. Come see me on tour. Bye.